everyone, and welcome to another episode of my fragrance reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker.
Just thinking of you, but you're never fully dressed without a...
So, SJP, Sarah Jessica Parker, Carrie Bradshaw, her many nicknames and aliases, the lovely woman herself decided to launch her debut fragrance back in 2005, and it is truly a lovely scent and perfume and fragrance. And as I'm sure you all know, Sarah is famous for her role as Carrie Bradshaw on Sex and the City, and so that's definitely where she developed her own obsession for style and fashion and design while playing the character Carrie. And so once Sex and the City wrapped, well, let's just say the year following the end of the Sex and the City series, Sarah Jessica began work on her debut perfume. And she is one of these celebrities who was completely involved with the whole process of creating this fragrance from start to finish. And you can definitely tell, and it's very obvious that this was well thought out and the scents and the notes are well blended. So she definitely had full creative control, and that's really, I would say, very, very good and smart, because she is such a smart woman and she's so intelligent and just such a class act, and so all of that definitely pours over into Lovely. So first off, I'm going to start off with one of the fragrance samples that used to be handed out in department stores back when Lovely first launched. This is the official Lovely sample. It's just beautiful. She actually decided to use this pattern for the launch of her shoe line earlier this year, 2014. So this pattern is definitely her staple. Oh, and I actually forgot to open up the sample inside. So that's the sample of Lovely. It's just a vial, and when you open it up, it has a picture of the big bottle, and then the tagline right here on this side of the sample, it says Lovely on the inside. Just like Sarah Jessica herself, she wanted the ad campaign for her debut fragrance to be something unique and beautiful and classy, and so I do feel like she definitely accomplished that with the campaign shoot for this fragrance. And these images are beautiful and timeless and iconic, just like Sarah Jessica. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ad campaign for Lovely right now. For her 2012 debut fragrance ad campaign, Sarah Jessica Parker used ballet as her inspiration. Wearing a rose pink gown that resembled a ballerina's tutu, Sarah Jessica released many shots in different poses, and the shoot ended up being very classy and elegant, proving to the world that not only is SJP lovely on the inside, but she's also absolutely lovely on the outside. Okay, so now let's get into the good part. What Lovely actually smells like. The notes that create Lovely. And I'm going to break it down for you what Sarah Jessica put into her debut fragrance, and that way kind of give you an idea of what it smells like. So I'm going to start off with the top notes. So in the top notes, Sarah Jessica decided to use lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot, and martini. And I've always felt like the martini note is definitely interesting and probably an ode or a throwback to her Carrie Bradshaw character, because obviously Carrie loved her martini on the show Sex and the City. So I definitely feel like that's a really cute and interesting way to sort of throw back to her character by including the truly interesting note of martini in her fragrance. So I love that. But to describe the top of the scent, I would say it's probably, in 2 words, soft and citrusy. Like, none of the notes stand out. Like, there's not a stick out, stand out note in that bunch. It's just all very, you know, I would say citrusy, somewhat floral, but not exactly. In the heart of her scent, Sarah Jessica decided to use patchouli, orchid, and white pepper. And I would say probably, if there was maybe one standout note in the heart, it would probably be the white pepper, because it does have a little bit of a spicy musk to it rather early in the breakdown of the scent, like after you spray it, and you know, you start off with the top, you know, the base, and then as it dries down. So that you can definitely detect the white pepper, but yet I would say probably your more floral notes are actually in the heart as well. So I mean, again, it's an interesting blend, but blended so well that you're really not even paying attention to what's in the notes, because it probably wouldn't matter. You know, she did such a good job with it that it really wouldn't matter. But I would say, just in my personal opinion, normally notes and fragrances don't stand out at all, but I definitely detect the white pepper. So I love it. Okay, and then in the base of the fragrance, you know, the final, like the finale of Lovely, she decided to use musk, some woodsy notes, which I'm not exactly sure what they are, and the internet doesn't know either. Cedar, white amber, and another interesting note, salt, which I've never actually seen in a fragrance before, but it could be in others, I'm not sure, I've never seen it, but that's really interesting, I find. And you don't necessarily detect the salt, but I'm sure it's in there. So overall, I would say that this scent, you know, the blend, all the notes blended together. Lovely is soft and a bit citrusy, powdery, and just ultimately it's intimate and sexy and beautiful, you know, and to sum Lovely up in one word, like all together, every aspect of it, it truly is a classy scent. Because its creator, Sarah Jessica Parker, SJP, is a classy woman, an actress, an entertainer. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the bottles, and I do have all 3 sizes, so now I'm going to show you guys what they look like and just sort of explain those for you now. So this is the 3.4 100 milliliter bottle, and again, it is Lovely. The liquid is like a light pinkish color, so the bottle is actually glass, and on the front, I'm trying to position it to where you can actually see that, it says Lovely Sarah Jessica Parker, and all the bottles are pretty much, you know, like the other 2 are just smaller versions of this one. The rim here is trimmed in like a silverish, grayish sort of, you know, colored grosgrain ribbon, which I will explain why grosgrain ribbon here in a minute. But this is the cap. It comes off just like that, and on the nozzle it actually says SJP on the nozzle. Okay, and so now I'm going to show you the next size down, which is the 1.7, which is the 50 ml bottle of Lovely, which is pretty much, again, just a smaller version of the big bottle. Glass, the liquid is a lightish pink. It does say Lovely Sarah Jessica Parker color, and again the Grow Green ribbon detail. The cap's the same, and the nozzle says SJP as well. So, you know, no differences at all. And then for the 30 ml, the 1 fluid ounce bottle, just a smaller version of the 1.7, pretty much, made of glass. The liquid is a lightish pink, same cap, Grow Green ribbon detail. So all sizes of this perfume are truly lovely and beautiful. No matter what size you find, I would just say snatch this up, because this is definitely a scent that you're going to want in your fragrance wardrobe. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, this scent is just perfection, and everybody should have it, and, you know, like, to be able to wear, because it's beautiful and timeless and classy, and I've always loved it, and I will always have this in my fragrance wardrobe. So now I'm going to explain to you guys why the lovely bottle has the grayish silverish colored Grow Green ribbon detail around the rim. So that that little detail is for Sarah Jessica Parker a unique and what I would say cute throwback to her childhood. Sarah has said many of times, and even earlier this year with the launch of her shoe line, Sarah has said that one of her earliest memories of her childhood is Grow Green ribbon. As a child, her family, you know, was poor, so they didn't have a lot of money, but they did have, her mother did have a cabinet filled with ribbons and pretty much Grow Green ribbon. And so every Sunday for Sunday schools, her mother would braid her pigtails and at the end tie Grow Green ribbon at the bottom of the braids. And so Sarah pretty much incorporates Grow Green ribbon as much as she can in her day-to-day life, and the lovely bottle was the only bottle from her fragrance lines that she actually included a piece of Grow Green ribbon around the rim, which I find that little detail just, you know, so adorable and so cute, and it actually goes with the bottle very well, I think. So to wrap up Lovely and pretty much quickly describe it for you, again, the top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot, and martini, with the heart featuring patchouli, orchid, and white pepper, and a base featuring musk, woodsy notes, cedar, white, amber, and salt. So in my opinion, I would suggest wearing Lovely. It's absolutely excellent for special occasions. It's just a classy touch to any outfit, and it can be worn for day-to-day wear. And I would actually say Lovely is honestly appropriate all year long, because some have said that it's more of a floral scent, so probably more spring, but I have worn Lovely in the winter, I've worn Lovely in the spring, and the summer and the fall, and it is never not appropriate. So I just want to thank you guys so much for viewing this video and for supporting my channel, and as always, feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the handle @Perfume Dude BB. And just thank you guys so much again, and I will see you real soon with another fragrance review. Until then, bye.